guys, welcome to another video of Cool Club. I'm Nihal here for Cool Club, and today in this video I'm going to show you guys top 8 tips and tricks for Photoshop. So actually for this example I'm using an outro template. I don't know who created this, but it looks dope. I also have an outro template, like it's in self-fi. Once I hit 100 subscribers, it's gonna be there for free. So make sure that we hit 100 subscribers. Hashtag road to 100 subscribers. Starting on with in the first for the first tip we have merging layers. So merging layer is probably easy. Like if you want to merge the first layer and the second layer, you gotta select the first layer and then copy the second layer by pressing Ctrl and then press Ctrl and E together. That way both the layers are merged together and like you'll be able to move it together. Okay, so if you want to merge a whole group, then like select the group and then click Ctrl E. That's a very helping tool in case you didn't know it. So guys, here is tip number 2. So basically tip number 2 is called the hotkey for, it's not a hotkey, it's like a hotkey for duplicating. So for example, if you want to duplicate this your name, then what you gotta do is just like you gotta alt click and drag it off. This way it gets like dragged out. That's a really easy way to do it, and it's a lot helping too. So for tip number 3 we have is called ruler tip. So I'm gonna go over here to the rulers, or like over the view. I'm gonna go to ruler and make sure that it's thick and also snap to is thick. This way like you will be able to see this bar. You can press Ctrl R on your keyboard. So like if you press Ctrl R, like it's gonna toggle up, and then you gotta like click and drag from that point. And like if you slide it across the, like if you slide your mouse across the project, you will find it snap to a point. That is called the center part of the project. It can also be done horizontally from dragging the horizontal line from there. Yeah, that way even that snaps to a center point. That center point is called that part is the point where these two intersect is called the middle of the point, like at the center of the project. So if you want this thing to like snap at, like if you want this horizontal thing to snap to vertical, you can alt click at the position. For example, that position, I'm gonna alt click there. So if I like alt click right out there, it's gonna like change from horizontal to vertical, like that. Like if I alt click back, it's gonna turn from vertical to horizontal. So like that's a cool tip I like to show you. So tip number 4 is called something like the most of a struggle in our daily life. For example, like if you're a designer and you wanted to like select this part of the composition, like you drag across this, but then you come to a point and you understand that the point over the starting isn't correctly enabled. So you like stop over here, you again start over. Like that's a big mistake actually. You can like start out from any point. Then if you want to change this, you can hold spacebar, and you'll be able to you'll be able to rotate the, you'll be able to move the selection around. And this is a very cool trick and a very helping trick if you know, like while selecting huge documents, like this will come in handy. So it's like a very wanted tip. So for tip number 5, what we have is called the character style. It's actually called the character. So what I'm gonna do is, like if I want to make the gap between these these letters more, I'm gonna like select this and I'm gonna Control A to select the whole text. Then I'm gonna press Control T on my keyboard, which brings up the character toolbox. And then I'm gonna move this VA a bit. That way, if you see, I'll be able to change the width, the length between each of these alphabets. Like that's a very interesting tip. If you guys get the idea of it, it's gonna be really cool in designing projects, and also it's gonna look very good. So for tip number 6, what we have over here is called the text in a rectangle. So basically that's gonna be a really easy concept. For example, over here I have a rectangle. I wonder where the rectangle is actually. I don't know where the rectangle is. Okay, so I have over here the rectangle. So I want the text in the rectangle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this rectangle right over here, sorry. And then I'm gonna put it over there. I'm gonna, like for example, the text is, I'm pretty sure the text is next to it. So I'm gonna put it above it. Then I'm gonna click, or like in the T, I'm gonna control click in the T of it. And like this way I get a selection of the text. And then I'm gonna rasterize the rectangle tool if you have made a rectangle, like rasterize it. And then I'm gonna press Control X, selecting this. I'm gonna press like over here. I'm gonna press Control X. That way, the part of the rectangle is gone. Now, if you go to the next video and like hide the layer out, you see you'll have your background over here, or probably you'll have your PNG. Like if the image is gonna be PNG, you're gonna have your PNG over here. And that's a really cool tip I would like to share with you. So for tip number 7, what we have is called it's like an organization. Like if you see over here, like I have a red over here, I have a red over here, and then I have a green over here, and then like a lot of green. So how you do this, like you go to the respective like a respective layer or a group, and then you right click, you look for the color. For example, I see over here no color, red, orange, yellow. I can change the color to yellow. This tip is really handful if you're making a pack and you really need to be organized well. This tip is really gonna help you. So last but not the least, we have tip number 8, by which it's called the banana and coffee trick. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to Edit, Preferences, Interface. Over there you gotta Control Shift click on the color theme. It changes into red. Control Shift, not Control Shift. I mean Alt Shift. It changes into bread. Alt Control, it changes into a cup of tea. This will really help you if you're looking to trick your friends into thinking that the Photoshop is like a bug or a glitch, but it's an Easter egg led by Photoshop to understand the color variation between each of these. The last color is the CS5 model, the old one. You can trick your friends into thinking that you have the oldest version of Photoshop. So this is a cool tip I wanted to share with you guys, and also the last tip. And also guys, I wanted to tell you that we are almost near to hit 100 subscribers. Can we hit 100 subscribers? I'm really curious about it. Within a couple of weeks we should reach 100 subscribers. Actually, what I'm planning is I'm planning to release a YouTube pack once I hit 100 subscribers. It's almost done. You just need to hit 100 subscribers, and the YouTube pack will be out, which contains a lot of layer style, stocks, thumbnails, channel art, and then a lot of a watermark, which you need for a YouTube graphic. You need it. So I have it. So basically, let's reach 100 subscribers, and you guys can get the pack. Of course it's for free. It's a 100 subscriber special pack. So with that being said, that's it for this video, and make sure to subscribe, if you like the video. If any suggestions or comments, you can just mention it down below. And then it's Cool Cloud here for this video, and see you in my next video.